Hey guys, and welcome back to Settlers, a series where we build villages, towns and settlements. This is episode 2 of season 1 and we'll be continuing with Witcheye Lake Village by building Ágerhom Tavern. This build and everything else built in Witcheye Lake Village is mod free, so without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we're starting off with, of course, the base plate. You can see the blueprint on screen now, and it's a fairly simple rectangular design at the core with some additions on the sides, back and front to add a little extra shape onto the base plate. Following the material palette I illustrated in the first episode, I built the base plate from stable fence foundations and capped it off with insulated wooden ceilings across the bar floor and frontier ceilings in the staff only sections, and I supported these ceilings underneath with pillars to ensure I had enough stability to go around. I added the wedge sections by placing down wedge foundations and clipping the fence foundations onto them, and then just simply removing the foundations and placing wedge ceiling pieces. Fence foundations don't naturally snap at the angle required to add these wedge sides, so this is probably the best way to do that. Next for the ground floor walls. In keeping with the material palette, I built the tavern up with Numidian walls, including windows reasonably often throughout the build, but not too much, as I want to have a very warm and focused atmosphere within this tavern. I also placed a staircase in the back 2x2 for the stairs up to the first floor, where I'll have some rentable rooms. I built the walls on the ground floor up 2 tiles high on the raised and lowered section, creating a 1 tile difference. The walls are 1 tile high over the staff sections on the left, and I added inverted sloping pieces over the window sections and the bar. Next, I moved up to the first floor and added ceilings to draw out where I wanted that floor to sit. I then built the front roof gables and raised parts of the walls up to meet the roof above, though the rest will sit lower to ensure some extra shape. Next for the first floor walls. I used the same tactic from the general store to build up the base of the walls, smoothly transitioning the Numidian pieces into the frontier with sloping pieces, which looks really quite nice. From there, I built the walls up 2 tiles high, and then included roof gables on either side in a standard peaked apex fashion. At this point I realised I'd forgotten that I actually wanted Numidian vaulted ceilings in this build, so I went back underneath and replaced the insulated wooden ceilings with Numidian vaulted ones. Once that was done, it was then time for the roofing. I added some decorative gables on the main roof and ceilings to reduce the overall interior height of the roof. I did encounter a brief stability issue here, and it was simple to just place an extra pillar underneath the ground floor ceilings and it was fixed. Once I'd remedied that issue, it was a very simple job of just using the Numidian roof pieces to follow the flow of each roof and close off the build. This is quite a simple process, but you can see where the extra effort of trying my best to vary the heights and shapes of the roofs come into effect here. It's a massive benefit to the build overall, by helping to break up any potential monotony that could occur and giving the build some real good structure. To properly cap off the tavern, I added a 1x1 wall section above the main roof and added 2 Numidian rooftop caps, which I think works really nicely in making the build come to a proper apex. Once I'd done that, I then added frontier wall caps to the roofs for decoration, as I did with the general store. Finally, I added footers around the build with sloped wooden roof pieces to give the tavern a better footing in the nearby area. I then added awnings and fences to the entrance, quickly drew out the rooms on the first floor, and finished off the roof over the staircase. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the tavern, I've added some signage leading to the entrance, and also a small outdoor area in front of it with a campfire and a delivery wagon hitched around the corner. Entering the tavern, I've decorated to ensure that the village's reliance on fishing and hunting is clear. After some research, I chose the name Ágerhom Tavern, as Ágerhom is a Proto-Indo-European word meaning lake. Therefore, this is the Lake Tavern, which, given its proximity to, well, the lake, makes sense. A simple choice, I know, but, it's got that medieval vibe about it. The tavern is designed in a very rustic fashion and can fit quite a few guests, though the bar is currently pretty empty. Maybe we can do something to rectify that in the next episode. Heading upstairs are the rentable rooms. Sky Lake Village doesn't get many visitors, but for the few they do occasionally get, they can pay a small amount of coin per day to stay upstairs in relative comfort. And there we have it, Ágerhom Tavern is complete. Thanks for watching. Seeing as Sky Lake Village is designed as a very typical medieval style village, building a tavern was almost a necessity, especially as most within the village will be working hard during the day. They'll need somewhere to relax once the work is done. Next time on Settlers, I think we'll tackle some of the homes for the villagers, so the general store and the tavern can finally get some customers through the door. If you enjoy my content, all the links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Host Havoc affiliate page, NordVPN discount and NordPass discount are available in the description below. However, of course, you can simply just leave a like, a comment or subscribe. Any of those are very greatly appreciated. Patrons get a bunch of nice benefits, including sneak peeks of videos, your name in every video, custom made wallpapers in 1080p and 4K resolutions, full-size build blueprints, Discord roles and more. On that note, a massive thanks to our patrons Sadialot, Randar, Connor, Ivy, Torn, Coffeeman04 and Eagle Rose. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.